cha, Dvitiyam brahmacharini, Tritiyam chandraganteti, Kushmanteti chaturtakam, Panchamam skandamateti, Shastyam Katyayaniti cha, Saptamam kalaratriti, Mahaguriti chastramam, Navamam siddhita prija, Navadurga prakirtita, Uktanye tarinamani, Paramanava mahatmanaha.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Welcome to the Embody Freedom series. I'm Himalaya, and here we are, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. We're holding it down here. I was just sharing. Love, I can't find my notes if you can find them for me. So hold on a second. We've been holding it down here. One of the things I've been thinking this last night, I was like, this is like a parallel world, right? Here we had our plans for 2020. We had this clear vision of 2020 and this whole I had it all set up, right? So I was thinking about that movie, Sliding Doors. Thank you, DTO. Sliding Doors, where there's all these parallel, like when we make choices, this door to walk through or that door to walk through. And it felt like, I guess as a collective, we've chose to walk through this particular door right now where we are all indoors pretty much. Well, hopefully you can get outside just for at least some sunshine, fresh air, or let that into your home. But it was just a thought of I've just been feeling out of sorts and discombobulated and different emotions at different times. So I'm going to just shift for a moment to share what our intention has been for this particular series. DTO and I are here at our home. We have called our home the Creative Casa. And now it's the Creative Casa Studios. Basically, the whole living room and dining room area is our studios. DTO's producing it, holding it down, and been also sharing music and being very creative. But our intention was to, first of all, be in connection and to bring some support out there. So the Embody Freedom series is ways to bring you ancient practices for modern day insanity. I bring on facilitators. I'm super excited about who we have today. She's a mentor and a dear sister. And we have artists, musical artists, poetry, spoken word, in order to lift some vibration, create some higher vibration and welcome that into our beings. So the invitation for you, this is not like one of those talk shows or anything where you're just going to watch us talking, but the invitation is going to be to continually breathe. That's one of the movement pieces that we invite in. So take a deep breath in right now. Deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. Oh, move that breath around, move that air around in your body. Bring more breath in. More, and exhale. Jiggle everything out. So we will be continually inviting you into movement of all sorts. So we have our guest facilitator, we've got our guest artist, and really what we're wanting to share with you is how to overcome this modern day insanity. So this series is designed to ground us in a whole new embodiment of leadership, because a lot of us are across the globe feeling stress, fear, anxiety, and it can throw us off our center. So our intention here is to invite us all, because I've been feeling these moments of, wow, this is a moment of innovation right now. So my statement to you is, let's thrive. Let's thrive by reclaiming and sustaining our joy and our pleasure. And it comes through movement. Take a deep breath in. Movement of all sorts. The time is now. Do you feel it? The time is now to pivot and expand into freedom. So mark your calendars, Monday to Friday. We are live, 8 a.m. Pacific Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time. Woo! And we are excited to be here with you. I'm going to jiggle my body in excitement and invite you into some jiggling. So we're going to get into a little bit of movement just for a few minutes and then go into our intentions. Again, like you get to invite in peace, return to your peaceful self because, yeah, there's a lot of moving, unknown, uncertainty stuff. So here you are. Let's start with some shoulders rolling back, like really big. I put on my fancy fake fur little jackety thing today. It was a little chilly in the house. And plus, it's so fancy. So what can you do today? What can you put on today that might make you feel a little fancy and connected to that wild, creative part of yourself? So now let's slide the rib cage from side to side as you look from side to side. Some of this is from my classical Indian dance training, and some of it is from Bollywood dance, and some of it is from my own inner child, some of these movements. So again, back to the rolls, going back here. If you've got more space, you can walk it out, breathe. And most of the music, actually 100% of the music is by DTO. You can find him on Spotify. I find the music so uplifting right now. I feel like it was actually made for the time. So as you walk from side to side, start to roll your hip out from side to side. Breathe. Today, who we have as our guest facilitator is Summer Eternity. I'm really excited to have her on. She's one of my greatest mentors and teachers, and she's an expansion guide. I'll be sharing more about her when we bring her on. And we have Sita Rose in the house, accompanied by TJ Mas. Really excited to have Sita Rose and her beautiful divine heart, voice, beauty gracing us. So, all right, walk it out now, bounce it out. As you go side to side, really feel your hips here. Get a little bouncy. What we're trying to do is uncontract the places where we might be holding, because fear and stress cause us to be in contraction. So shift your weight a little bit more here. Stretch out your mouth at the same time. Shake out your hands now. And we're going to go flying into your room. Take the arms out. Bounce it out. Walk it out. Bounce the shoulders as you walk around in a circle. Feel what it feels like to be expanded. Open. Let your heart bounce here. So check it out. Heart bouncing, belly bouncing, hips bouncing, shoulders bouncing. So this is where the Bhangra comes in. If you've seen Bhangra or Indian dance, we bounce our shoulders. Woo! Welcome everyone who is here live with us. The invitation is to move, to breathe, to uncontract, to shake out. Shake out and clear up what you are not. So clear. Let that ripple vibration go through you. Woo! And now let's get onto the balls of the feet. Booty back and jiggle. Let your arms hang. Let your head move and vibrate. Yeah, you can make this fun little sound. Remember when we used to speak into a fan? I don't know if you ever did that when it was those hot days. When I was a little girl, I used to speak into those fans and go, ah, my voice would make that funny sound. Ah. All right, hold it here. Walk it out side to side. Breathe, shake out the hands. Woo, notice. If you just did that few minutes, notice what you feel in this moment. Notice what your body feels like. Take the hips around in a circle in one direction 3 times. Exhale out of the mouth here. And then change directions 3 times in the other way. We're going to pulse it forward and back here. So keep your knees bent a little forward and back. Just a little rock here. And then we're going to go into our intentions for today. We're going to go within, close the eyes for a moment. If you're comfortable closing the eyes, breathe here. Take your palms up, out in front. This is a little prelude to our guest. This is Sita Rose with Show Me the Way off of Infinite Energy, one of DTO's albums. Breathe here. So we call in our divine helpers, the seen and the unseen, those divine beings that are here for us to be in our purpose, live our mission out here, be in connection, really get to the essence, live the essence of what this life is about. That deep humanity secret that lives within each one of us. And we get kind of carried away sometimes with the material world only. And breathe here. Breathe into your being right now, all the layers that make you up, including that deep spiritual connection way down deep inside, that light, that spark that is always connected to the divine, archangels, angels, divine beings, whatever you call your divine connection. Could be Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, God, Goddess, universe, source. So as we stand here, as you breathe or as you sit, breathe into your being. Ask those divine beings to show you the way. Bring your hands to your heart and rock yourself from side to side. Trust you are safe, you are loved, you are held. No matter, even if we don't have food right now, and our hearts go out to all of you who are suffering without food or without knowing what's next. I think as a collective, we all don't know what's fully, really next. That's kind of the beauty and the fear of this moment. So breathing into your being, breathing into this moment right here, right now, give yourself the gift of being with your breath. What would it be like if you knew you were safe? If you trusted this moment, even if you're sick, and it may be time for you to go, or for me to go, or for our loved ones to go. It's hard, right? It's challenging. In the Eastern tradition, I grew up in a Sikh household, and we grew up with the knowledge that we never die. We never die because that essence of who we are, that true spark that I was asking you to touch into, that is called the Atma, the undying, unchanging, ever evolving, but moves on from this life to the next incarnation. This body dies, this body we let go of. This life as we know it, we let go of. And so take a deep breath into your being. That's helped me to find peace in these moments where there's uncertainty, and to know, gosh, if it is time to go, I have no regrets. I played full out. And so that's the invitation for you in this time period. I feel like for those of you who have been hesitating or procrastinating or holding back, this is the opportunity right now to pivot, to step into. There's no more time to wait or hesitate. It is time to arrive into, to step into, fully embrace, anchor into, root, ground into what you are meant to be here in your full being. It's not a career or anything like that. It's you serving your absolute mission and purpose. And I bet you've had those glimpses of what those creative ventures out of that will be birthed. or could be birthed. Well, now is the time. It's a birthing time. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Drop your head down. Roll your head from side to side. I want to thank you, those of you who really take these pause, these moments, because we are being called to go within. So honor yourself. Give yourself some props for doing some work right now, as we are doing work all the time, growing, transforming all the time. Drop the head down, chin towards your chest. Breathe here. Flubber your lips on the exhale. Thank you, DTO, for playing live with us as we come on home to our true selves. Inhale, the eyes open. Next inhale, the head back up. Awesome. Thank you for taking that moment. Those of you who are here and just felt that connection or took that pause, write in. Where are you live from? Where are you watching from? Where are you receiving from? And you could share also what you just felt in that moment, what you heard for yourself. All right. I'm so excited to bring on our first guest. Sita Rose is a dear friend, a sister. We've been in a mentor relationship prior to this moment together, and she's really stepped into her real big gift, that thing that we were just talking about, that serving, that purpose. So I'm really, really proud of her and honored to have her on. Sita Rose is a spirit seeker, space holder, music maker. She's based here in San Diego. She's an expressive performer skilled at crafting melodic medicine derived from the heart. She draws from her experience as a board certified music therapist, a devotional singer, tantra, yoga practitioner, and she elevates consciousness and promotes peace. Her gypsy spirit has led her to study the ancient healing qualities of music throughout India, South America, Jamaica. She's also the co-founder of Seed and Song LLC. She is passionate about fostering communities that empower women to live freely. So let's welcome our beautiful divine Sita Rose. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for that warm welcome.
Yeah, my pleasure. And TJ Moss is in the house as well.
It's been not that long since we've been
Yeah.
here.
we got to yeah. We got to have TJ Moss on last week and Sita Rose both. So we're really happy to have you back. You both are incredible. And yeah, so yay. How's it going over there?
It's going. We got the home set up. We're getting our sound dialed in. It's just like really giving us the space to get super creative.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yes, good. And is there anything that you're finding, like, I was sharing earlier about this like we're in an alternate reality right now. That's what it feels like, Are you having any kind of experience like that, or any discombobulation, or yeah?
Yeah. I think really day by day, it's like, oh, this day feels very similar to yesterday, and and so it's like creating these opportunities. I will say that I feel so privileged. I feel really honored that the house that we're living in, the human being that I get to spend my time with, the things that we get to do. I'm seeing so much out there. Friends who are working in the healthcare profession. Like,
Yeah.
I feel so privileged to be able to be here right now to share music, and so there's that element of like almost guilt in a sense of how privileged we are.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, it comes with challenges. Like,
Yeah.
we're not working in the way that we used to, and so with that, it brings a lot of stuff up. And I think right now, what's been giving me so much presence is meeting the moment with what is here right now. And so
Right.
if that is baking, that's the moment. If it is connecting with our loved ones. That's what's needed in this moment. If it's breathing, if it's making music, like just being with what is and what's here right now in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that you shared about, we are very blessed. I mean, I was joking and truthfully saying, like, what a great place to be quarantined is San Diego, right? Like, it's beautiful outside. At least we can have a little sunshine on our patios or a little windows, whatever it is. But yeah, I think one of the greatest things that I'm experiencing right now is the routine. And truly, like, I would love to dedicate the song that you're about to share to the frontline workers. Like, I have friends and a full family that is in the front lines. Like, their whole family is. They're both doctors. My friend Todd and Geeta, like, Todd is an ER doctor, and Geeta is right there in the it's they're experiencing something very different than us, and so everything's in perspective. So those of you who are out there, like, let's pray for what we have, like, be grateful for what we have, and then shout out to those who need our energetic support right now. Like, this is the reality right now. We get to pray from our homes and send out and give whatever we can in order to. So what song do you have for us today, my love?
We have a song called Arrow Glow, which, as you in your the morning embodiment piece, you said the word spark, and I was like, oh, spark. We're on the same vibration, because part of the word is catch a spark, right? And so, like, where can we find ways to light ourselves up? It's not going to be going so much externally, or maybe it is like the blossoms, like catching a spark. Where can you find that to light you up with in these moments, and in your day? And so this is Arrow Glow from my album, In Essence.
Awesome. I can hear you better when you are closer to your mic, FYI.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great mic and a great sound. I just want to be able to make sure everyone can hear you. And good morning, Jehan. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Frozen Heart. That's an interesting, awesome. Want to know more about that? Those of you who are live, get ready to receive some beautiful sound vibrations. Let it penetrate your cells, those cells that are in the unknown. Like, we're all experiencing our own suffering in all sorts of ways, our own fear, all of it. So allow this to give you a moment of peace, perhaps a longer moment of peace, and really let it penetrate your cells. Those cells that are holding on, contracted, let them melt and relax for a breath or two or three or five. And let's receive from Sita Rose and TJ Maas. Thank you.
This is Arrow Glow. Those of you at home, you're welcome to join us, sing along. This is Catch a Spark, Bend Back Your Arrow, finding ways to wake up and ignite your inner glow. Catching the spark, bend back your arrow. Watch it rise, fuel your inner glow. So what is fueling you right now? Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Draw it back, deep breath and let it go. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Watch it rise, fuel your inner glow. Arrow glow. Arrow glow.
Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Draw it back, deep breath and let it go. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Watch it rise, fuel your inner glow. Arrow glow. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Draw it back, deep breath and let it go. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Watch it rise, fuel your inner glow. Thank you. Arrow glow. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Draw it back, deep breath and let it go. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Watch it rise, fuel your inner glow. Your inner glow. Yeah. You're feeling that lighten up. Feeling that pulse move through you. The rhythm of life, the rhythm of us, the rhythm of a breath. Yeah. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Draw it back, deep breath and let it go. Catch a spark and bend back your arrow. Watch it rise, fuel your inner glow. Inner glow. Yeah. Catch a spark, bend back your arrow. Yeah. Catch a spark, bend back your arrow. Catch a spark, bend it back. Catch a spark, bend back your arrow. Catch a spark, bend it back. Catch a spark, bend back your arrow. Catch it and watch it burn. Catch a spark, bend back your arrow. Ooh, 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 catch a spark, bend back your arrow. Catch a spark, bend back your arrow. Catch a spark, bend back your arrow.
Whoo-wee. Whoosh. All of the audience just going within, actually. So it's like the sound of my soul, just like, yeah. That was really beautiful. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! So if you've got time to hang out, we'd love to have you back on, especially for our pick a card segment, as well as maybe you'll close us out with a song. Yay! All right. So everyone taking a deep breath in. Wasn't that beautiful? Those of you who got to witness and receive that. And awesome, Rose. I'm glad you got to dance to the music. Yay, Sandy. Awesome. Right? So beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. So we have the pleasure of I have the pleasure of introducing a dear mentor, sister, friend of mine, Summer Eternity. So take the name in first, right? Take it in. Summer Eternity. Summer has been supporting people in personal expansion for over 40 years. And she's really like her whole thing is about letting go and coming home to yourself, both in lifestyle and as tools to be used in times of special need. So it's perfect time right now. I know those moments of growth and those hard moments in my life, Summer has supported me in my personal journey. Absolutely. In fact, I think the way that we met was I was going through a divorce at the time. So yes, I've known Summer for many, many years, and I'm so happy to have her on. Welcome, Summer Eternity. Woo. There you are.
Good morning, Himalaya.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you.
You too. You too. Thank you for having me on. And that was beautiful, Sita. Thank you for that.
Yeah, she's really, really talented. She's been in creating music since she was young, and now is teaching it. And so, how's it going over there? How's it going in your quarantine?
It's going well. It's going amazing. I was just going to say really quickly at the beginning of it, my partner Jerry and I made a long list of all the things that we're going to be able to do in the next 2 weeks. And of course, it extended to the next 4 weeks and the next 2 months. But one of them on there was we are going to pick a song and sing it together, learn how to sing it together. And neither of us would call ourselves singers. And Sita, I heard you say on YouTube something about, hey, we're all singers and we can all do this. And so we're going to take you up on that. We're going to learn something and sing it. So.
Yes. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, definitely. And those of you out there, are you hearing something for yourself? Like, have you been thinking about singing or creating music of any sort? We also had Kareem on yesterday, and she's also teaches how to create music, not knowing how to create music, just like these awesome instruments. So yeah, this is a time of going into those projects or those things that we've been called to, but we haven't had the time to do or to explore.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It's just so important right now that those of us that have the luxury of being home and safe and in nice environments to really take the time to do the process and to move our energy and to contribute in that way to all the people that are having a way different experience than this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What is your perspective, Summer? Like if you were to pull out, because you have an ability, I've noticed, to pull out from things and sort of look as a bird's eye view. I would love to hear what your perspective of what is going on for humanity and the world right now.
So it's so interesting because I think all of us we're in process, we're in motion, we are getting our heads wrapped around what is actually happening. And so what I know now, I'm sure will be different from what I'll know in a couple of weeks and a month and next year. And as we're looking back on all this. And one thing I'm aware of is that there are as many different pandemics as there are people, that each of us have our own personal perspective and our own way of interacting with it, our own learnings and lessons from it. So my perspective would tend to look at it, since most of my adult life has been about creating a contextual shift, both personally for myself and teaching other people how to do it and having the dream and the vision of it becoming a more and more global experience of people being able to consciously shift their context. So when I look at what's happening right now, it's an awkward shift, but it is part of the contextual shift that all of us have been wanting and needing. It's being done in crisis, which is too bad because there's so much pain and suffering and death and accompanying a crisis kind of shift. And I think even that is a call out to all of us to look at our own personal lives. And are there ways that we're putting off our own shift until it becomes a crisis? And so what we can do is to come home, like you said, into ourselves and look at what is happening in our life right now, what is important for us to embrace, to look at, and to be with, so that we can be part of this global healing. I also see it as a total global healing opportunity right now. So in our homes, those of us that have the luxury of using all the practices that we know to let go, to connect, and to send that vibe out, because it does make a difference. And imagine if 1 million people were meditating, were losing it at home, dancing along with you, letting go. The vibration on the planet would be different, and more people would have access to feeling that as a potential and as a possibility.
Well, I would love for you. Okay, so you just said losing it, right? I don't want anyone to be like, ooh, losing it. Wait, what does she mean? So could you explain that in the beneficial way that you mean that?
Yes, absolutely. So most of us were raised with quite a bit of control. And we came into this life totally free, open little beings who knew how to lose it, how to cry, how to ask for our needs to be met by waving our arms and legs. And so wherever that got trained out of us, I like to support people in bringing it back in. So a lose it can simply look like some of what you guided us in, of how to let go of the contraction in our bodies while at the same time maintaining sobriety, presence, awareness, compassion, safety. We don't ever want to lose it in a way that hurts ourselves or hurts anybody else. It's just to shake it out, like you were showing, and to create a sense of movement all through our physical body, because when we do that, it also circulates blood, it circulates nutrients. Every cell starts to get the oxygen and the care that it needs to produce a sense of well-being in us. Because if we're not breathing enough and not moving enough, our whole system starts to feel shut down and not as safe.
Yes, absolutely. And you say that this, like losing it and all of these little pieces will create a contextual shift. I would love to also have you explain what a contextual shift means, because I'd love to. I mean, I understand it, but I want to make sure that everyone understands what that
Well,
means.
how it has occurred for me is that I grew up in an experience that I just knew wasn't right. There was something not okay about what I was experiencing. I had no idea what it was. I just thought it was me. And so as I began to involve myself more in personal growth, I started to recognize that I was born into an already existing context that was based in some level of denial. And that only was coming about because people didn't have other methods. They didn't know what to do and how to embrace. So a very common thing was just deny it, leave it alone, push it away, it'll get better. So there was denial, but when you're doing that, it doesn't feel good and people don't feel good. So then they tend to do some kind of an addictive fix to feel a little better. And then when you're doing addiction and denial, that doesn't feel good. And it puts you in a survival state because you're not connected with yourself. So those three elements, addiction and denial and survival, are elements of the culture at large that aren't good for anybody. They're not bad, but they just don't feel that good. And people can't thrive in that. So an option is to make an on-purpose contextual shift out of that and into a space where we feel open, connected, alive, free, in love, in truth, all the good stuff that everybody truly wants to be living their life. And so making that shift then, it's like for it to be that significant is worth putting some effort into looking at, well, what are the techniques, what are the practices, what is the protocol that would allow us to effectively make that shift from being stuck in denial to being open and free. And so that's what I've looked at. And it's very simple stuff. It's breathing, it's moving, it's feeling and embracing. Instead of pushing away, we bring it in, we love it, we run the feelings of it through our own bodies, become a conduit for what is ours and what's trying to move. And as we do that, we can let go on a deeper level. It feels good. We can feel it happening. And there is a shift that starts to occur where we become aware of that we've been holding ourselves in a limitation that's not necessary. We can let that move energetically on every level, including our belief systems, and then feel ourselves shifting into a new space that feels open and free and connected. And oh, this is more what I envisioned life like. And from this place, then we can make our declarations. We can on purpose say, this is my intention, without having a backlog of things holding us back from really freely making that declaration. So that is a simple overview of a shift, and all of us can do it. We all have the personal power that we need to do that.
I'm excited about it. I know that whatever you share is going to be a shift for us. One of the things I want to say is what you just said is like all of us want that joy and that freedom and that connection to ourselves. All of us want it because it's possible, right? And some of the thoughts are like that have got in my way, and from some of my clients is like, I'm already too far gone. Like I've already gone too far into like I can't see straight. So what would you say for when that's occurring, where we can't even see the, yes, we want it, but it feels so far away?
Yeah. The first thing is move. If you can even just take in a deep breath through your nose, that will get the process started. And then remember that there's never any part of you that's too bad, too awful, made too many mistakes, been too wrong, too mean, too in denial, whatever. There's no part of us that is left outside of healing. And I think one of the things that's so important for people, you asked me to think of like, what did I think was important right now, is people knowing that in our homes, in our work, in all the things that are happening right now, that we can create our own personal safety. And imagine if instead of feeling stressed and scared, people were able to come inside themselves, get grounded and sober and present and access their own safety and know that our safety is our creation. We can't depend on anything outside to make us safe. And I think that's what's scaring people so much right now is there is nothing out there that's looking safe. And so it means coming home to ourselves and experiencing our own safety. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I had even a fear of like, what if they come to our door and force us to do something, like there was this this fear that came in, and I'm not creating that. So erase. But it did slip in for a moment because I got into the contraction. And as I've been moving and breathing, as you've been saying, and as you've taught me so greatly, it's just more creation that comes through. Like that's what, like offering, generosity, connection, so that's just been my theme, and emotions and moving and all of it.
Yeah, taking it all in. I'm reminded of before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Chop wood. Well, here we have before global pandemic, breathe, feel, be present. During global pandemic, breathe, feel, be present, choose impeccably, love yourself, express and release, let go. And after global pandemic, breathe, feel, be present, and receive what's happened with gratitude and with the new possibilities that will come out of this. And those capacities to breathe, feel, and be present, all of us have. We can all do that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Summer. I'm excited for you to share your one.
Let's see how your screen is frozen for me right now.
If you can still hear me. Yes, you can still hear me.
Now, yes, you're back.
Okay, great. Yeah, we have these little moments of glitches in the ether world. So yeah, those of you out there, if you have any questions also for Summer or myself or us as a collective here, please let us know. You can write that in. And Summer, did you want to take us into what is it that you wanted to take us into today?
Sure. Just, I thought we only have maybe 10 minutes. And so many times all we have is 10 minutes when we've got something up and we want to let go and we want to be present. And we want to be able to engage in a sober way. And so it doesn't always have to take a big process, but I'm going to share something that if you were to take it home and do it in your home, you could extend it over 2 hours and go into a really deep thing. And as we start, what I'd like to say is the simplest thing I would encourage everybody to do is just throw yourself on your bed or your couch, grab a pillow, scream, roll around on your bed, have a tantrum. Yes, have your house full of pillows.
Yeah.
Have a tantrum, use your fists on those pillows. Trust yourself, trust your body. Your body knows how to guide you. Thank you, Emma, for demonstrating as we go.
DTO was like, oh, well, if summer's on, I'm going to give you some pillows.
That's great. That's great. I have quite a collection. So, so we'll do that. We'll just go for a little quick mini shift. And there's the only expectation is that if you can let go, practice, explore, move into a little bit of checking this out as a possibility.
Awesome. Well, we will invite you all to either grab your pillows or just be in a space where you can really give yourself permission to let go. So find that space now. Summer is going to guide us into a little experience of what it feels like. You will have a shift if you go for this. So invitation is to go for it. Let Summer guide you.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you so much. So everybody, let's take a deep breath. And I'll give you a quick overview. We are going to breathe, feel, and be present. We're going to explore and look at what's going on in our life and admit it. We're going to bring it in and embrace it rather than pushing it away. We're going to feel any feelings that move through us as we're feeling that and allow those feelings to move in a safe way. Our feelings are always safe and they're always bringing us the information that we need to be more safe. And then we're going to look at a quick belief overview of what limiting belief are we operating under that's not serving us anymore, and let that go. And then feel ourselves actually physically, multidimensionally shifting into a new space where we can use the power of our declaration. So join me, deep breath in, arms all the way up and move and stretch, just like Emma was guiding us in the beginning here. Breathing. As you move your arms, it stretches your lungs up. Feel free to stand up. Feel free to lie on the floor, whatever works for you. And then let's exaggerate it a little bit more. Hey, hey, making some sound. Ah, hey, 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 making basic primal sounds. Hey, hey, belly in and out, relaxing your shoulders as you do this. Hey, 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 moving your head left and right. You can see the kind of out of control that I'm talking about. Nothing huge and serious, just letting go of those daily contractions and letting go. Hey, hey, good. Now let's take it a little further. Join me. We're going to take a hand scream. Goes like this. Good. Another deep breath in. Moving and stretching. Now pause for just a moment. Put your hand on your heart and your belly and feel and notice. And what do you notice right now? What do you notice? Maybe your heart is beating a little faster, energy circulating. It doesn't take much to start to shift your body chemistry. And as your body chemistry shifts, your thoughts shift, your feelings shift. So taking another deep breath. And imagine yourself standing right in the core of your being and surrounding you, 360 degrees all the way around you, is the essence of your being, the landscape of you. and feel out in this landscape something calling to you that is part of you, part of your reality, that's disturbing. And we're going to go for a disturbing aspect here just because life can be disturbing right now. And I want you to have a tool that you can use if something comes up that's causing you concern or worry or stress. So feel what in your reality right now can you pick, and see if you can pick one specific thing that you feel stressed or concerned about. And take a deep breath and feel that it's okay to be disturbed. That disturbance is there. Feel it as an unaligned vibration in your field that's saying, help over here. I need you. And feel this is a part of us that needs us to be aware, to feel the feelings that we have here. And this is part of what helps us feel safe, is that we're going to hold on to ourselves through this. We're going to embrace everything. We're not going to push ourselves away. We're going to be here for ourselves. We're not going to abandon ourselves or any part of us. And so reach out for that piece of you or of your reality that's feeling disturbed. And reach out and pull that part in closer and look at it and feel it. Touch it. Breathe with it. It's okay. There's nothing that's too scary, or as Hema was saying earlier, too bad to embrace. Every part of us is lovable and reclaimable. And as you breathe, admit to yourself, what is this? What is this? See if you can be specific. This is my fear that. This is what I've avoided forever. This is an incomplete thing from my past. Whatever it is. And as you're being with it, and as you're admitting it, and feel admitting it is opening the door of your being and admitting it in. This is part of what helps us create that sense of safety. And as you admit it, feel, what are the feelings that get engendered in you as you actually are with this experience, whatever it is, and feel that you have the power to allow that feeling to discharge out of being an annoyance in your energy field by allowing it to run fully and freely and on purpose through your energy system. So this is where we can vibrate again and start to allow that feeling to move. So joining me here, hey, 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 opening our being, being that conduit for that feeling to move through all the way, vibrating, shaking, moving. Animals know how to shake. They know how to shake it off. Open now. And again, another hand scream. We can scream with fear. We can scream with anxiety. We can scream with rage. We can scream with sorrow. So let it move through you. You are a safe conduit for these feelings. And as these feelings move through us, they set us free. They set us free from the contraction, the control, the withholding, the holding back. They open us up. Our feelings are our allies. And as we're doing this, continuing to breathe and feel, let's take another hand scream. And as we do, become aware of your allies that are supporting you through this experience, through this whole pandemic. All of us are being supported by multidimensional allies who can help us and guide us. And right now, feel those allies surrounding you and helping, keeping you safe as we are moving through this, breathing and feeling. And now feel the anger and the upset that is happening through this entire crisis. And let it move through your body. It's okay to feel anger. Anger is a beautiful energy. It's asking us for a change. It's asking us for boundaries so we can say yes and no. We can say what we want in this life and feel it right down in your core, right in your gut. Move it. No more of this. No more of this. I only agree to a resolution happening now through every being on this planet. And take a deep breath. And continuing to move and vibrate. Feel yourself as a living organism, multidimensional energies all opening up and flowing. And taking a deep breath, hands on your heart and your belly again. You might want to pat your cheeks and go, I'm here for you. I love you. I will never abandon you. I love you. Feel yourself giving yourself what nobody else has known and been able to give you, your own self-presence, your own self-love. Holding on to yourself right now. Deep breath in. And feel. Pausing. What do you notice? Are you willing? Allowing a shift to occur. And calling in a belief system that's no longer supporting you. Imagine yourself in this experience with a caption underneath it that says, I'm scared of life. I'm so angry I can't move. I'm afraid to do anything because it might be wrong. I can't go past this because I never have. Whatever that caption is, as you look at yourself in your life with this thing that has been a problem or a holdback or a discomfort for you, what does that caption say? This is your belief. This is how simple it is to get what are our beliefs. Because when we hold on to a belief, it's backed up by the power of our energy. It tends to come out into our reality as a culmination of that belief and that reality. So right now, take a deep breath. Name that belief out loud. I am releasing the belief that, fill in the blank. Doesn't have to be perfect or right, just fill it in and feel, I am releasing that. I am not living by that belief anymore. I don't have to. I am a free being. I can choose. I can choose to have an impeccable, empowered life. And take a deep breath, letting that go. And as you're letting that belief go, letting your energy keep flowing and circulating, feel that shift starting to happen in you. It's not something you can make happen, but you can allow it, and you can give it the circumstances of breath and movement and willingness that allows that shift to happen. And we do have the personal power to do that. And feel yourself drawing on your superpowers. Superpowers are such the thing in the culture right now, because we're all wanting to access our own superpowers, and feel right now you accessing your superpowers to breathe, to move, to feel, to release, and to shift. Feel the superpower of being able to shift your context in just a matter of moments. Feel your body letting go. Relax your shoulders. It's a choice. Breathing into your belly. It's a choice. Am I willing to choose the things that allow me to shift? And breathing and feeling, even in this short amount of time. Tune in again to yourself. What do I notice? Feel that shift happening. Feel yourself connecting to all that is. Feel the immense ground of being that is always here for us, always holding us and embracing us. And as you breathe right now, feel yourself as if you're leaning back and falling back into the arms of God and being caught and held and loved and treasured. And breathe and feel this is always here for me. This safe space of being who I am, of embracing who I really am. And as you breathe and surrender and let go, what is your new intention from this space? What is your vision for yourself? Feel your allies around you supporting you with this. New allies for this new epoch in our lives to guide us and support us through this. What is my new declaration? It's not my belief. It's my direct experience. I declare I am free. I am alive. I am whole. And I am creating the most mutually beneficial experience possible with all beings everywhere at all times. And take a deep breath. My new declaration is, and speak out loud right now your declaration. My new intention, my new declaration is, and say it out loud. Put a hand on your heart and belly if it helps. Put your arms out if it helps. Do whatever moves you. My new declaration is. Good, good. Feel it and put your arms up and vibrate. Feel this victory celebration stance. Put your arms up into that victory V that everybody does when they cross the finish line into success. Feel yourself being successful at being able to take your own being and usher yourself into a new context of freedom, of letting go, of new possibilities for yourself. And take another deep breath, becoming aware inside of your vibrational shift. And feel your energy radiating out. Feel it radiating out through your entire sacred circle of your space, informing yourself, your people that you're living with, the people that you know, informing everyone of a loving, dynamic shift that is happening in your part of the world that is affecting everyone. And feel your energy radiating out through all of your family and your loved ones out across the globe. And feel its effect. Feel your energy as it passes by. Maybe somebody fearful for their life right now, and they feel your enlivened energy and it gives them a moment of hope. Feel you right now are having your core global effect. And from this ground of being, anything else that you want to actively do in the world, you can do on top of this. And without this, you won't have the empowerment that it does if you are an integrated being, grounding with the earth, opening to all that is, being a conduit for everything that is you, freeing yourself up to be present, feeling aware. Taking a deep breath. Thank you. Thanking your allies. Thanking Himalaya for creating the space for this to happen. And breathing. And opening our eyes, coming present in the space.
Thank you, Summer. Thank you, Summer. Those of you who really went for it. Wow, I went for it. Whoo! Here I am.
Here I am.
Here I am.
Here we are.
Yeah, thank you, Summer. And for those of you who might have a question or want to further, go into some conversation with Summer Eternity, just like you hear it, Summer Eternity is on Facebook. You can send her a message and start a dialogue with her. She is so available to you, as she has been to many incredible people, and I got to work with her one-on-one too. And now Summer also is a part of our programs and our groups and stuff. So it's been such a pleasure. Summer, you're such an incredible teacher, guide, facilitator. Whoo! Thank you.
Thank you, Hema.
Yeah. So if you'll stay on here, we're gonna do our woo woo. It's time for EMBODY Oracle. Woo! So this is the Oracle EMBODY Oracle card deck that it comes with a booklet. This is the booklet, and the booklet. Here's Alexis Cohen. She's the artist. That's the picture of myself and Alexis Cohen, and we're we created this beautiful divine offering. So I'm going to shuffle these cards, and Sita Rose, tell me when to stop. Okay. And Summer. Tell me when to stop.
All right, you're getting close now.
What do we got here? Presence.
Of course.
Yeah,
During the pandemic, breathe, feel, be present.
exactly. I love that. Whew, right. Well, we'll read what presence has for us today in this moment. Breathe, feel, and be present. Okay, so present says, this moment matters. Dear one, be fully present here and now. Where is your attention and focus today? Have you been feeling worried and anxious or overwhelmed and hopeless? This is a symptom of you being in the past or the future. This present moment is where the magic happens, where life happens, where your dreams come true. It's time to give it all your presence, attention, and awareness. You are on the right track now when you look here and now for the answers. You won't find them in the future, nor the past, nor the fears. The past haunts us sometimes when we have been traumatized or hurt. The future is unknown, so why fear it? You get to be in this precious moment right now, and this moment is most important. It is safe for you to be here. Make eye contact with those around you, perhaps on video. Make eye contact with those around you. You are loved. You are supported. You deserve to exist here and now. Allow yourself to be seen and noticed and be noticed simultaneously. Be seen and noticed simultaneously. Bring yourself back to the present moment by clapping your hands around your body, snapping your fingers. If you can say out loud, I am here 3 times out loud. I am here, I am here, I am here. So every Embody Oracle message has also an Embody invitation. I won't read that today because we do a lot of Embody invitations here, and we've just done some, and Summer just guided us through an incredible invitation. So bring this into your daily day, into your daily moment. You know, these practices and what you've received here in this musical high vibrations. I want to thank both Summer and Sita Rose and TJ Moss. Thank you for being on with us. Let's blast out to all of our incredible everyone out there, those of you watching live right now, and those of you who are watching the recording at some point, those of you who are receiving this whenever you're receiving this, take a deep breath in.
Yes.
Receive our love and our joy and pleasure of bringing this to you. So we have something coming up this weekend. I am leading Embody Global. So this was going to be Embody Houston, but we are here in San Diego as you are all out there in the different places you are out there. So Embody Global is my event, my 2-day event. We've got 2 days of 3 hours each day. We've condensed it to give you the same tools, same connection as much as we can, right? It's going to be a little different. Obviously, we're not going to be in person with each other, but this is for you, spiritualpreneurs. I call us the spiritualpreneurs, right? We are creative, we're healers, transformational facilitators, prayer guides, spiritual channels, coaches. This is the opportunity now to fully show up, rise and shine. So let me support you in that. I've definitely had a lot of shifts occur for me to come into this place of service and knowing how to not to use COVID-19 as the next excuse to not go into like living my leadership and your leadership. So the invitation is for you to step in. We could listen to the fears. We could listen to the doubts. We could go into the anxieties or the worries, but I'm inviting you into this so we can shift that for you, with you. And you can take the tools into your life and share them with others, bring them into your practice. Yeah. And also, here's the thing is like, you don't have to wait for anyone to hire you. You get to create right now in this moment. Do you know how many companies were created in global crises. Like there's so many companies, and I'll share that more on Saturday and Sunday. But there's some massive healing companies, conscious companies, spiritualpreneurs that started massive companies. Like in the recession of 2008, Uber started. doTERRA, some of you that know doTERRA was started at that time. Some of you Canadians in the house, Why Yoga, one of the biggest chains of yoga in Canada, started in 2008 when the recession was happening, when everything was collapsing. So this is a time where we can actually create, go into that innovative self, go into that place. And those sparks have already been coming up for you. I promise you. So this is also for you to learn how to be your own cheerleader. You know, it took me a long time. I used to be the best beat myself upper. And now I've turned into a cheerleader for myself. And when I'm not, I get to shift and step into that again, because we are meant to trust ourselves and life openly. So I don't want to get into so much of this right now, but I invite you. We're pretty much giving it away. This live event is over $200, and we're giving it away for $22 contribution. You know, if you can't even make that, just let us know. We are so here to support you. This is a big transition in your life, and this is an opportunity of this moment. Let us support you. I've got incredible people coming on to share, and yeah, take a deep breath in. Here we are. It's time to be present. So we are going to close out our show today. I want to thank our guests again, Summer Eternity. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you, Sita Rose. Thank you, TJ Maas, for accompanying and playing divine music. As TJ Maas is like in his own right, an incredible musician, artist, and singer-songwriter. So yes, thank you for being on with us and sharing your gifts with the world. Thank you for bringing your divine music. And you know, Sita Rose also has the sound creatrix. She has a program of her own that can support you in bringing your voice to, you know, if you have a calling to sing, to use your voice and you want to develop that, Unleash Your Voice by Sita Rose. And you can talk to her more about that. You can find her also on Facebook or on her Instagram. So we get to get closed out here today. Thank you for joining us on Embody Freedom. You know, this is born out of a concept I had called Experience This. I had a show concept called Experience This. And you know, here we are right now. It's called Embody Freedom, really, you know, for you to experience these ancient practices. Some of them are ancient practices for modern day insanity. Come back and join us. Continue to join us. We always have incredible guests on, tools and practices for you. You know, we're here to guide you into overcoming this modern day insanity, to give you tools of healing. This series is designed for us to ground into a whole new embodiment of leadership. Yeah, fear and stress and anxiety, they ain't got nothing on us. Let's thrive by reclaiming and sustaining our joy and our pleasure through movement and breath. Take a deep breath in. The time is now to pivot and expand into freedom. Mark your calendars, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. We are here live. And yeah, on this, wherever you're watching from, Facebook or YouTube, we're here for you. Sita Rose, you ready for us?
Oh, so ready. Ready to take you in. Ready to take you inward.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And we thank you. Thank you, DTO, for producing and being behind the scenes. And pop your head in here, DTO. There you are. Awesome. Take the vibrations in, my loves.
Peace in my heart is my home. Sharing the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Share in the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Share in the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Share in the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Peace in my heart is my home. Share in the love, no more shall I roam. It's all right here, beloveds, right here inside, a sense of peace and freedom. We sing, join us at home. We sing, peace in my heart is my home. Share in the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. One more time, let us hear you. Peace in my heart is my home. Share in the love, no more shall I roam, no more, no more, no more. Thank you, Himalaya. Thank you, DTO. Thank you, Summer Eternity. I'm Sita Rose, this is TJ Moss, and we are home in our hearts. Sending you all lots of love and peace as you move through your day. Thank you.